On lake docks and decks, the rocky, treacherous shore of the Oldham's Island cabin might be fine for their adrenaline junkie kids.
If we could have anything at the cabin, then a water slide would definitely be one of them.
But Howard and Bonnie want a little more luxury.
For us, the sunsets and that western view is key.
So I need to come up with a plan that'll make everyone happy.
Oh, you killed it!
This is amazing.
We'll set our joist here, run it over there.
I'm Marshall Black. I was born and raised on these lakes, and now I make my living building decks and docks. Today, I'm headed to help the Oldhams at their island cabin.
Having a cabin on an island has some unique challenges in that sometimes you can get trapped here. If the wind comes up or a storm rolls in, there's been nights when we've had to stay over and leave in the morning just to get home. Everything has to be barged. For instance, when we built the cabin, we put all the logs on the barge and had the barge nose up to shore and then had a boom truck take everything off. It's a big deal. The cabin was beside the local landfill, and the township wanted to pay someone to demolish the cabin and take it away. And we got a sweetheart deal on it, basically paid next to nothing. And we disassembled all the logs and put it on the barge on a log truck and then brought it here.
When we showed up, there were logs all across the beach, and they had the old chinking in them, and they just looked like something that had washed up on the beach. They all had to be numbered so that they would go back in the right order and the right style, and within a week, it went from a bunch of sticks to a cabin. It was amazing. Coming to the cabin is just relaxing. We play board games, we turn off our electronics, and we just enjoy.
My favorite thing is probably just like all the activities there are to do with like on the lake, like the diving board and just getting to go out swimming and stuff like that.
It's also beautiful as well. It's like, you just take it all in sometimes. Watch the sunset out in the lake. It's like, just amazing.
Our kids are daredevils for sure.
Watching my parents get in and out of the water is something else. It's pretty entertaining, to be honest.
They wanted to be where the cliffs were and where the drop-off in the lake is, and so they can do the jumps and the plunges.
If we could have anything at the cabin, then a water slide would definitely be one of them. That'd be like so much fun with all of your friends on a weekend.
We've always had this idea of having a log roll out in the middle of the bay at our cottage.
Yes.
And having like pool noodles or like batons and like hitting each other off. So it'd be really cool to have something like that. That would be money.
Trying to create outdoor living areas, and for us, the sunsets and that western view is key.
You can't beat this view, but the Oldhams want a more comfortable way to enjoy it, and I'm here to make it happen. In a perfect world, what would you want to see down here?
As you can see, Marsh, like our best view of the lake is down that way because it just goes on forever. You can't even see the other shore.
Yeah, it looks like the ocean.
Yeah, it's just awesome.
Amazing.
We want to see that. That's what we love.
So this area here captures it all. You get your long view, you got your sunset, you get the stars at night.
And we got, the kids like the diving board, so we want to make this kind of the recreation place. We want to make it where everybody comes to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
So ideally, anything would go over the water a fair bit so we can miss the rocks and they can just jump in right off the dock.
So what if we did, just spitballing here, a cantilevered dock, which would get you more of that view that you're hoping to achieve?
Oh, wow.
That'd be ideal. How far could you cantilever out, you think?
With steel, I could probably cantilever 10 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd probably
that'd be
get us
good.
out far enough that we can see down the...
Yeah, because I can almost see it now. If I was over there, you'd have a clear view of that. All right, formulating a plan. It's coming together.
So the one thing we find, Marcia, is that the kids, they get cold. They're swimming all day, and then they want to run up to the cabin, and they hop in the shower. They have a hot shower, and they run back down. They leave a trail of towels on the way. It just goes on, and it'd be nice to have some way for them to warm up.
That gives me another great idea, but I'm not going to tell you about it.
Ah.
You want to stay in this part of your property, make it more accessible, more enjoyable, more loungeable.
Yeah.
That's a word. More hangoutable. That's another word. One of the biggest challenges for this project is obviously the terrain, but on the other hand, it's also really nice to work with because it allows me to form into the landscape. Luckily for me, they want to keep things natural and use natural products. This is right in my wheelhouse. My plan is to use steel beams to build a dock that cantilevers 10 feet over the water. I'm gonna make it as wide as I can to give them as much luxurious living space as possible so they can relax and enjoy the space. And I'm gonna surprise them with a hot tub that's built right into the rocks over their new dock. It's gonna be very challenging. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it. That's a lot to deliver. And I've got 4 weeks and $50,000 to make it all happen. So let's get going. So today we've got the welder showing up. It's gonna be a slow process, but it's also the most important part as we're setting the foundation for the deck system, which is gonna cantilever and become the nice big flat living area for the family down at the water. Uwe!
Hey, Marsh.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Am I ever happy to see you? We've got a bit of a task here ahead of us.
Yeah.
Looks like you've got the steel laid out. That's great.
So
let's go through what we got to do. You're
Just
26
fits.
now?
that's 26 to here.
That seems
Can't get much better than that.
pretty awesome, right? And we're level. So this is our beam.
Yeah.
So the outside of this deck will be deep water.
Yes.
So that's gonna be pretty sexy going out there. I like it.
That's
Awesome. So do you have everything here you need to?
No. No, the anchors for the cantilever didn't show. I just made a call, and they're being purelated in sometime tomorrow.
And then I'm also looking at the sky. Can you be welding and drilling in the rain, or?
No, I can't.
So that's another possible setback as well.
It's supposed to rain in the next couple hours.
So really now, like you were hoping to do this in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
What am I looking at for pushing back my schedule?
Well, later next week.
Later next week. That's pretty accurate.
Want me to lie?
No, I don't want you to lie.
No.
Even without the anchors, Uwe can still get started, so that when they arrive, we'll be ready to go. But after a couple hours work... Well, the weather has rolled in on us today, and we've had to call it quits. So there goes a good half day of production, unfortunately. But that's the way it is when you're working in the elements. Sometimes you get nice days, and on other days you get this, and you just gotta shut her down. At the Oldham's cabin, we lost almost a week to the weather, but this project is moving again. I'm amazed at what Uwe has been able to do here with the steel. What he's been able to create here is almost 600 square feet of flat living area. They're gonna be blown away. I'm gonna make it as wide as I can, giving them as much living space as possible so they can relax and enjoy the sunsets on the lake every night. And I'm gonna surprise them with a hot tub that's built right into the rock over their new dock. It looks great right now, but we have to get the wood attached to the steel so we can start decking. Then I can start working on the hot tub. So we broke a drill bit off in the steel. The joys of working on the islands. So how many drill bits do we have? Maybe 2. 2? We're gonna have to make a run into town, back to the marina, just get a fistful of bits because, I mean, this is our 3rd hole and we've already broken a bit. We're gonna be at a standstill soon if we don't get some more. The bad weather's coming. I've already lost tons of time due to bad weather. It's on the horizon. I gotta keep these guys working as long as we can today anyway. I got my shopping list. I'm off to town. As soon as the guys have the drill bits, they can attach the sleepers to the dock, and I can concentrate on the hot tub. I really want to put the hot tub here. I want to incorporate it into this rock ridge. It's gorgeous. I think it'd be so cool for them to be able to walk down this rock and step down and right into a hot tub. The height's gonna come in here, so the top deck around the hot tub, I'm gonna be able to scribe it, shape it right into this landscaping. It's gonna be spectacular. First things first, I gotta get all of this material out of here, and there's only one way to do that. Guys, grab a shovel. I'm thinking it's like 8 feet long, 6 feet wide. We're gonna be able to get a lot of people in there and have a lot of fun. Looks like I'm gonna have to build over top of this steel. I'm gonna have to prime the steel, make my form for the hot tub in and around it, and then pour my walls and then pour my floor up. I would really love to see us be able to at least get down to the height of our steel. That would be ideal. With the rocks out of the way, we're moving full steam ahead. I've got the hot tub shape created here. I've got the forms made. We're pouring cement now, got the rebar in there. It's gonna be nice and strong. One of the problems I ran into is because our steel came back so far and the rock really didn't drop away the way I was hoping, is that our hot tub is a lot higher. I wanted it nice and low with stairs all around. You could access it easily. That didn't happen, because if you put stairs on here now, it's gonna be like a Mayan temple. So as we're standing here, it was like, light bulb, this is a bar. We gotta make this a bar. This is perfect. We can wrap the bar around here, 2 sides, put some stools in underneath, and then another thought I had was originally I built this cubby because I wanted to have some wood storage for the fireplace, which is gonna be right here. But now, if this is gonna be a bar, out with the wood. I'm putting a fridge in here. So the next big obstacle I have to deal with the hot tub being the height it is I want it to blend into the environment, so I gotta work on my claddings. I'm gonna do a barn board wraparound, random widths, nice and gray, to blend with the horizontal gray rock behind me. For the top, I'm gonna do it in stone, real stone, 2 inches thick, because when you're coming down from the cabin, you're walking on all this beautiful, smooth, gray rock. I want it to flow right into the top of the hot tub, so it really feels like it's a part of the terrain. I just want to see what this is going to look like. I'm so excited. What I hope this is going to do is just help blend into the rock face behind us. At this stage, our cement is poured, our forms are set. One of the next things I need to do is pour some cement to create some benches in here. So once I get the benches in, and once I get the stone top on, then I can rubberize the inside. I'm gonna have some stairs coming off the back here. It'll be a nice, easy flow, walk down there, maybe 1 step up onto the top, boom, into the hot tub. At the lake, on the dock, a fridge, a countertop, a hot tub. Pretty awesome. My bright idea for the stone bar top means that I have to make a trip to the stone yard and wait for it to get cut. Another delay, it's gonna put a real strain on my 4-week deadline for this project. We've made great progress on the Oldham's cantilevered deck and hot tub. But with only 10 days left on this project, I need to get the stone bar top cut and in place. It's time for me to make a trip to the stone yard. I love this place. I come here for all my stone work. They take boulders from all different sources. They got quarries all over the place. They grab these boulders, they bring them here. They got these huge, like 15-foot diameter saw blades, and they just slice each boulder up like loaves of bread. You know, whatever thickness you want for walkways, for stairs, for countertops. They got a great operation. I love this place. Hey, Jer.
Marsh!
Thanks for fitting me in.
Well, what nightmare have you brought us last minute this time?
Here's my new crazy idea. Started building a hot tub, and I wasn't able to get it as low as I wanted into the ground. So the hot tub's really sticking up. And so what I decided to do is turn the top into a bar top.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So that's the shape I'm hoping you can make for me out of stone.
Yeah, like, I mean, it'd have to be in a few pieces, Marsh, but, yeah, I think it's doable.
So if you got some rock I could take a look at.
Right on, let's go have a look.
What about that stuff right there that got a little bit of pink in it?
Yeah, for sure. That would take the measurement as well.
That's great. Got lots of nice waves in it.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of pink. Yeah, this would work great.
How soon do you need it?
How soon do I need it? Well, you know me. How soon can you make it? That's the question.
I don't know. I'll have to pay the boys overtime, but for you, buddy, we'll get her done.
That's why I love you, Jared. This time around, I've really put some pressure on Jeremy. I've asked him to move a few things and fit me in because time is of the essence on this particular job. I can't do anything else on the hot tub until I have that stone top on. Jeremy found some amazing stone for me. It's gonna work great. It's gonna look just like the rock that Howard and Bonnie have going down to their hot tub. I think this end product is gonna be unbelievable. With the stone top in place, the pressure's really on to get everything else finished on time. Jeremy is sealing the interior, while Jamie and I finish up the cladding on the exterior. So, and then we can get that in tight, and then we can figure out where that miter is gonna be. Right now, I'm just applying some natural stone color enhancer, and it's also a sealer. And what it will do is you can see the difference of the dry stone and the stuff that's been sealed. It really brings out the color, brings out the grays and the blacks, but also what I wanted was a little bit of the pinks, which is in the natural stone here, right behind here. So it's really gonna tie in to the rock and just make it feel like it's always been here. It's a part of the environment. I'm putting the benches in for the hot tub now. I'm scribing them to the shape of the hot tub for a really nice, sexy finish. Again, I'm using cedar, which is a really nice soft wood to sit on. It's not gonna splinter and you're not gonna catch your bikini on it. With the project complete, it's time to fire up the hot tub for the Oldhams. Getting a wood-fired hot tub running is just like building a fire in a fireplace. You want to make the water hotter? You just add more wood. I love the simplicity of it. In just 4 weeks, I've transformed their rocky shore into a waterfront retreat. I'm so excited for you guys.
Can't wait to see this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Oh, you killed it.
Good. This is amazing.
When the Oldhams hired me to build them a dock, they had a rocky, dangerous waterfront that was only suitable for their daredevil kids. Over the past 4 weeks, I've created a huge dock for them, complete with a spa-like hot tub so that they can warm up after a dip in the lake. And I stuck to my $50,000 budget. Howard and Bonnie are due any second, so I'm making sure that it's ready. I want them to be blown away by this dock. Are you guys excited?
I can't wait.
I'm so excited for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is.
Oh,
Look at that hot tub.
look at the dock. And look at the granite.
The granite
That
countertop
is
is amazing. It's
outstanding.
great.
Fireplace.
Oh, you killed it.
You did. This
Cool,
is
eh?
amazing. And look how far out that dock goes. That's going to be great for the view.
Yeah, I got a 10-foot cantilever on this thing. You can see
I
right
didn't
down,
expect it would look that big.
tons of
Yeah.
room. Yeah, it's about 600 square feet of dock.
And look at the work around the stones.
Isn't that neat?
Yes.
And a bar counter? Really?
The park out, too.
Let's see the features. This
All right.
is neat.
We have a fridge.
Oh, that's perfect.
The beer fridge.
What a great idea.
Built right into the hot tub.
And look at this, the bar stools and the counter.
Granite.
This almost makes me feel like I'm on a holiday.
This is your own private
This is
resort.
my own private resort. That is
Love
so
it.
nice.
And the barn board just blends right
It
into
does.
the granite.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's neat. From far away, it actually looks like the rock ridge coming down here.
And the view from here is just amazing. You can see all the way out across the lake.
I love how it blends into the rock. It just looks like it's always been there. And you just walk down and you climb in and you're in my tub.
My tub.
No, hey!
And look at the rest
Yeah,
of the
the
dock.
tour is not done. Come over to Lounge World.
Look at this.
There's that view you wanted.
I love that long view.
Ah, it's
Makes it
amazing.
look like it goes on forever. So we're hanging out over the water, right?
Yeah, 10 feet over the water. I got some steel beams in here, 20-footers, so we're cantilevered 10 feet, and so it's completely unsupported under here.
And anchored to the rock? Or?
It's anchored to the rock, exactly. That's taking all the pressure, allowing us to cantilever all the way past the shallow, right into the deep water.
So you can dock, the kids can jump in, everything.
All right, let me introduce you to Sunset Lounge.
Oh, this is a great spot.
Perfect. You're just sitting out over the water looking at nothing. Just sun,
It's perfect.
water, trees.
It's exactly out where you want it to be.
It is. It is. That's the greatest view on the planet right there.
Marsh, this is incredible. It's everything I could have imagined. Thank you. Like, it's the best.
My
It
pleasure,
is.
buddy.
Thank you, Marshall. That's
All right,
awesome.
come on.
Let's go get the kids.
Go get the kids.
Okay.
This is awesome!
Bonnie and Howard reacted exactly how a builder wants their clients to react. They were blown away. There was challenges, some obstacles, but in the end, I think the entertainment, relaxing area that I created for them really hit the mark. It's very satisfying to know that, I've exceeded their expectations and I've given them something that they love and something that they will use as an entire family.
How good is that? For me, this was more than I expected. I was shocked and surprised that he pulled everything together perfectly.
Are you ready?
For us, it allows us a place to congregate, to bring us all together. We have very busy lives, very hectic lives, and the kids are all over, but now we've got somewhere that has everything.
And that was always kind of my dream, is we want this place to be somewhere that we can always all come back and get together and do things. And it just creates that space and an enticement for them to come and really enjoy it as well.